Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. We are so excited to have you again. Today was going to be very memorable considering what the faithfuls of Reverend Father Mbaka did owing to the fact that they announced that he was missing. There was a protest, but then after everything, we're made to understand that it wasn't DSS that took him away or any other person, but actually it had to do with the Catholic Church in Enugu State, and fingers were pointing at Bishop of Enugu Diocese, Most Reverend Callistus Onaga, and the reason was because of the alteration between him and the federal government. So they had to invite him, and they say when they invited him, he had already hinted he's faithful about the invitation. But when he got to the bishop's court at about midday on Tuesday, today's Wednesday, on Tuesday, his phones were no more going through, and that worried a lot of his people. But the good news is that he's back, and he promised to grant journalists an opportunity to talk about what had happened between him in the bishop's court, and that's what we want to look at right now. You'll be so shocked some of the things that he had to say, about his meeting with Most Reverend Callistus. All right, but before we do all of that, we'd like to encourage you to please subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button and also on the bell icon, so that you can get notification anytime we publish our videos. Now, according to the news, the charismatic Enugu priest, Reverend Father Mbaka, has disclosed that the authorities of the Enugu Catholic Diocese were behind his 2 days ordeal. It has been reported that there was heavy protest in Enugu on Wednesday over the reported missing of the Catholic cleric. Mbaka, who addresses parishioners at the adoration ground in Umuchigbo Nike, Enugu, said he was summoned by the bishop from where he was kept Incommunicado. He said the plan was to keep him for 30 days. He said a lot of issues were presented against him, after which the church leadership, led by Bishop Callistus Onaga, told him that he would remain indoors for 1 month, a period that would allow him pray and meditate over his activities. The priest said he requested to be allowed the opportunity to come and address his parishioners, after which he would shut down. But they said, no, allow me to and celebrate Mass for my people just for today. I won't even tell them that I am being punished. They said, no, I will just tell my members that I am going for 30 days prayer, that after the 30 days prayer, we will come back and everybody will obey. They said, no. I also begged them to appoint another priest to come and celebrate Mass for you today. They also said, no. They didn't treat me in a pastoral way. I was asking, am I being punished for what? They said it was a meeting, but even before I reached the bishop's house, conclusion has already been made. What happened to me was like the day I was shot on the road. Unfortunately for them, even before the meeting, a woman was already going around bragging that the bishop would call me for a meeting, and that I was going to leave my house here for 30 days, and that after the 30 days, I would be sent to Rome. An adoration ministry will be closed. Mbaka cautioned that in a time and cases like this, don't give me a punishment that will cause trouble for us, because I am not alone. He said Bishop Onaga, upon seeing the protest over his predicament, allow him to go. Mbaka said one of the things presented against him was that he blessed Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra IPOB, as well as his recent criticism of President Muhammadu Buhari's government. And according to him, he said, are you the owner of my mouth? You can't tell me who to bless. If you are not happy that I bless somebody, you have your mouth, you can curse the person. I cannot hate my brother because of some people who hatred is in their genes. That is what Reverend Mbaka had to tell his followers, and this has triggered a lot of responses from Nigerians, considering the fact that a lot has already been happening. His saga with Buhari, with Hobuzodinma, and so many other things. Don't forget also that, as of yesterday, Reno Omkri talked about reporting him to the Catholic denomination and all of that. So I feel that because of that noise that was going through, they had to summon him. For me, I believe that anybody who is working for Catholic or any church, you're automatically under the employ of that church. And if anything goes south, automatically they will have to call you and they talk to you about it. And let's just look at what Nigerians have to say. And this one here says, must you come and tell Nigerians what is happening between you and the church authority? Now, we been give you the bishop job. Was it not your own? Why are you telling us what they did to you when you went to bishop court? Another person here says, I think it's high time for you to quit and be alone so that you won't continue to pass through all of these. Most of the time, those at the topmost position will not allow this kind of truth you are saying to be made public, considering their public position. Another person here says, this is the right time for you to know that persecution is coming after you. Don't forget that you had once supported the government. Going against the government now will put more trouble on your neck. Another person here says, the bottom line is you are back. Just make sure you keep the current administration off your table. Concentrate on your priestly responsibility and be wise the way you talk in the public about the government. Another one here says, anytime anybody talks good about Nnamdi Kanu, it will trigger hatred from all angles. I have been wondering what manner of man he is. What is going on in the Southeast currently is traceable to him. I hope that at the end of the day, this will really worth it. Another person here says, I love what is happening right now because some people are going to pay for their sins of the past. Nigerians were forced to accept the current administration. But look at what is going on now. Why are you rebelling against them? This is what you must face. Another person here says, Reverend Father, your duty is in the church. Please don't tell us what is happening between you and the bishop. Go and do what you are expected to do. So many comments are coming in, but I'd like to leave it to you. Considering what he has said, do you think that was okay, or do you think that he's going to be hoisted out, being that he has leaked everything that subsisted between him and the bishop? All right, well, that's where